Hey guys, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live on this bank holiday Monday afternoon. I hope you're having a good bank holiday if you are celebrating this weekend. It certainly is hot here in the UK, something around 23 to 25 degrees I think at the moment, so probably not the most ideal weather to be building Lego indoors, but nonetheless I'm excited to continue our friend's apartments build this week. So those of you that didn't manage to join us last Sunday, you missed out on us building the first apartment of Joey and Chandler's apartment, which is you can see here or on the top down camera there. So we finished this last week. So in this episode, and also we did the corridor that attaches as well into position. So this week we're going to actually continue the build and build Rachel and Monica's apartment today. Hopefully you also notice a slight maybe improvement on the overhead camera because I've upgraded it, so hopefully it gives you a better view of what's going on in the build. Welcome to the stream again, Brandon. Thanks for joining. The weather is particularly nice in the UK right now. As I said, we're enjoying about 25 degrees and sunshine. I've just been out in the garden relaxing in the sun. So now I've come back in, slightly hot, and I'm ready to build the next part of today's build. So let me just move last week's build out of the way, and then we can crack on. So I think we got up to about bag 7 last week, if memory serves me correctly. So just trying not to drop all the parts everywhere. So let's continue on with the instruction manual. So we're up to bag 8. Let me just zoom in. So we're up to bag 8. And it's a similar one to last week. I think if you remember from last week's build, you start off building sort of rug carpet section, which is similar to the Central Perk, where you built that pull-out rug section with the sofas on. And we did the same in the Joey and Chandler build, where we built this first. So in Monica's apartment, we're building this first, and I think we've probably got Rachel as well in the bag 8. So let me find bag 8. Let's get building. throwing parts everywhere today. I was supposed to get the Daily Bugle delivered today, but I had a delay by the delivery company. I'm hoping to do a live stream next week of the Daily Bugle, at least the first part of the build, and I'll put that on the channel as soon as I get the box. If we don't get it in time for next week, we'll be doing the Creator Expert Bouquet build instead. So just putting Rachel together here. She's got a coffee cup. That's the Rachel minifig complete. She's got some tartan attire on. She's got printed on the front and on the back. Quite nice. Funny, she's got printed like shorts or skirt on the front, and then on the back there is no prints. It's just plain white legs on the back. You got prints on the side and on the front. So just put her to the side, and let's get going with this this rug area. So I think this rug area is going to form the sofa area in Rachel and Monica's apartment. So start building a frame, and like the other rug sections, you kind of build it up, but it's going to be positioned on its side, so you can see the different textures and patterns of the bricks. And then I think we're going to build some sofas to sit on top of this rug afterwards. Hopefully you can notice an improved quality experience on the overhead camera as I upgraded it this week, so it should be sort of less laggy and give you a bit more detail of the builds. Hopefully it shows up better. Let me know. So just putting these bits together. So we're starting the foundation of the rug like this. Quite a few plates in this one. Got two of these light yellow and light orange 1x1 plates together, and a 1x1 tan on top. This for the green. Quite a few new sets out tomorrow for purchase. Is anybody getting anything? I think the Daily Bugle was eating up probably my budget for the month for Lego sets, although I may get the Everyone is Awesome. Set, which is out tomorrow. Stick these on the end, so we've got this orangey yellow green rug pattern coming together. And we're going to introduce some pink, so we've got a 1x4 pink plates, and then we'll stick a 1x2 tan in the middle and a 1x2 sand green on top of that, and a couple of tan 1x1s with a stud on the side. Like that, and then we've got some 1x1 orange, pale yellow, pale orange pattern that goes in the middle, and then an alternate one next to that, which is pale yellow, pale orange, pale yellow. Kind of this checkered look. Then we just put a couple of plain 1x1s on top in tan. And top that off with a 1x2. I've got this fill going on. That sticks into the middle like that. Then put 1x4 tan colour, and then a 1x4 plate in pink. Just kind of form in the middle of the rug. Put that to the side a second, and then we've got to do 2 of these. So we start with 2 1x3s, 1x2 tile on top of each of those, and then a 1x1 in pink plate on the last stud that's exposed there. That with 2 of these. And we've got one of these 1x1x1 3/4, so with a 1x1 pink, and then on these studs put a 1x2 in pink, and then on the pink we put a grill 1x2, and then we cap it off with another tile, and that sticks on top, so we end up with something that looks like that. Welcome back, Brandon. Glad to see you all coffeeed up, ready for the day. Right, so do the same again. Pink, another pink plate on the side, and another pattern. I must admit, I haven't watched the Friends reunion program yet. I hear lots of people just makes them feel old because they're starting to look old now. So I'm trying to put off watching it for now. Right, so now we've built these 2 sides the same. Bring the rest of this in here, and we'll just add 1x2 to level up this central bit. Different grooves going different ways, and then we'll just stick these into the middle like this. Must admit, it does look a bit hickledy-pickledy in the colour scheme at the moment, but I'm sure it'll sort of come together. Now we've got this, we need to build up these sides here, so we'll get 3 or 6 really, 6 of these patterned 1x2s. Stick them in there like that, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Ugh, man. Oh no! Ugh. Keep dropping parts today. So we've decided to fill that in like that. What have I missed? I knew I missed something. There we go, that looks better. It's more of a pattern now, so you can see the pink outline is forming this circle in the middle. And then we just need to build up the side bits here now using the dark blue. So we've got 1x1x3, and then we stick a couple of 1x1s on top of that. And then on this side, similar thing, another 1x1x3, but we just put 1x1 on top to make the frame like that. Then we take 1x4 tan plates, stick 2 in the middle here, and then on top of those 2 we stick another one, so it looks like that. Then we've got a 1x2 with studs on the side that comes over and connects like that, and then we've got some of these pattern 1x2s. To go along here, and then we finish off with a 1x1 sand green with a stud facing up. Then we'll stick a few tiles on, so we get 1x2 sand green, and then we just top it off with a pale orange and a pale yellow. Need 2 of those. And then we'll stick, make sure they're flat off there, and just gonna stick them on top there like that. Then we've got a 1x1 sand green with a 1x1 pale yellow, and it comes in this side just to give you more of a pattern there. Then we've got 1x2 plate and sand green there, and the same on the other side here. So it looks like that. So we're all sort of levelling off this side here. Then on this side we'll stick that on there like that. It's more of a frame here, and then we'll put a 1x1 and another 1x1 next to that with a sand green with a stud on the side. And then now we just need to put some multicoloured plates across the top here just to level it off. So there's a sand green, pale yellow 1x1, then we've got a 1x2 sand green, another pale yellow, pale orange, 1x2 sand green, and the yellow, like that. So we've got some multicolours going across the top here. I think the Daily Bugle's 270 something pounds, I think. Is it about that much? It might be slightly cheaper. It's around that, I think, 200 and something. I can't remember exactly because I get the staff discount, so I pay less. I think it's 200. I want to say 272.99 is what I think it is. So it's not a cheap set, and I didn't realise it was coming out either, so I hadn't budgeted for it this month. So when I realised it was coming out, it was an unexpected purchase. I'm just going to top this off with the dark navy plates now, like that. So we've got a bit of a frame, and then in the final step we'll just cover these studs up with some navy plates, 1x8s. So that's the rug there. So we've got a few spare parts here, so just chuck these into my spare part bag. And then next up, bag 9, we're going to take the rug by the look of it. Looks like we're going to have Ross in this one, I think. And then we're going to build some of the furniture that sits on top of the rug, so a few sofas and a table, I think. So bag number 9. Cool, so Ross has got some black legs. He's wearing a dark grey shirt. He's got sort of a smirk on his face with his black hair, and it looks, his hair right, bit of a sort of quiff going on in his head. And then I think it's a 1x1 in white with a 1x1 round tile on top. I think it's, I wouldn't say it's milk, but it might not be milk. There he is. So that's Ross. Put him to the side, and let's bring the rug back in. Go the right way round, and then we're going to cover up these grey studs here with a 1x4 black plate, and then these two studs sticking up here we're going to get covered up with 1x1 brown tile, like that. Let me put that to the side, and we're going to build the sofa. So we start with a 1x10 in white, and then on top of that we put a 2x6 in the middle, so we've got two studs either side, and then we've got these white L-shaped plates to fill up the other two studs, like so. Then we take another 2x6 and stick that underneath to get this kind of look here, and then across the back to form the back of the sofa we put a 1x6 brick in the middle. We take a new subscriber alert, welcome to the channel. We take these 1x1s with studs on the side, and these little clear pieces. I don't know if any of you guys built with any, can you see that? I find these pieces really fiddly. Don't know about anybody else, but I first sort of used them in the police modular early this year to do the donut shelving, and they are so fiddly. They're in another one recently as well. I think it was the don't know whether it was the Spring Gardens or whether it was the Medieval. Maybe it was Spring Gardens. They're just really fiddly. I find them really difficult to work with. But yeah, you stick these into the studs and then stick them either end of the 1x6 brick, and then we take another couple of 1x1s and just finish off that back bit there, so it looks like that. Then we get a 1x8 tile, just stick that on the front, and then we're going to do the sides now. So we've got take a white bracket piece, and we're going to stick a L-shaped plate onto it like that, and then there's a tooth plate like that sticks on the side, and then they get covered up with a 2x2 white tile, and then we stick that on over here, so you kind of got this effect with the tooth. And we do the same again for the other side, but in reverse. So 2x2, put a tooth on, and then a 2x2 white tile on top, and then we'll stick that on that side. So you kind of see the sofa is taking shape. Then we take another 1x10 plate and just stick that right across the top of the back of the sofa. Give some height, and then we top that off with a 1x6 tile and two 1x2 tiles each end. Gives that sort of smooth look. And then in here somewhere we've got some printed tiles which look like that, which are going to give us the effect that there's cushions, which is what those clear pieces are that I was just moaning about are on there for. So you clip these tiles into that, so we get the appearance of some cushions on the sofa, which is a new technique. I've not seen that being used before, which is cool. And then we flip the sofa over, and then we just stick a couple of 1x1 brown plates in the bottom for the feet. We bring our rug back in, so we just put these plates on a minute ago, and then we just sit the sofa on top like that. So that's the one sofa in place. Now we do a little another little chair, a little armchair. So we start with a 2x3 in white and put a 1x3 on top of one row, and then we put 1x2 tile and then two 1x2 plates either side of that. We get another 2x3, stick that on like so, and then cover that up with a 1x3. So we've sort of formed the base here. Now we've got to build the back up. So take one of these pieces and then we'll stick 4 tiles on. So we've got a red tan check pattern going on in the back and another red one. So we've kind of got this look at the back, and then that just slots onto this base like so. Then for the arms we just put 1x3s either side to raise it up. You see the armchair is forming. And we take 2 curved bricks, connect onto the back, and then of course just stick a tile, 1x2 tile on top to form the back. And then for the arms we'll use the curved pieces in white, which have been very popular for most builds these days. I think there's not one build I've done recently that hasn't got these curved pieces in. As you look at the arm, so you can see there's the armchair, and that's the pillow again sitting at the back. So if we bring back in our rug, we'll just stick that in there like that. So we've got these chairs forming. Now we're going to do a couple of side tables to go either side of the chairs. So we take this modified 2x2 brick, and then we'll just stick 4 reddish brown cones in the bottom. Standard table leg creation, I think. Flip it over, and then on one stud we'll stick a gold telescope piece and a white dish or radar piece, and then on top of that a white lampshade kind of piece. So we've got this kind of look here, and that goes in on the one. Go there, over a bit more. Hard to see. I think it goes over. Let me go for it there. So we've got one table. We've got to do another table on this side. Same thing again. So another modified plate, which is 2 studs on top, fit up with 4 reddish brown. Ooh, cone popped out. Cones on the bottom for the legs. And this time we put a dark red 1x1 round and a sand green clip plate on, and then we've got a sand green 1x1 tile that goes inside the clip, so we get something that looks like this. And then just in the top of the red piece we put a flame, so you've got like a red candle, and then that sticks on the other side like so. So we kind of got these side tables now next to each of the armchairs, or the armchair. Now we want to do the main sort of table that sits in here, the main coffee table. So 4x4 plate, upside down we'll just stick 4 1x1 round tan pieces in each corner like so, and stick another lot on top. So we're just raising it up a bit so the legs aren't too tall, in proportion with the sofa. And one more. I've got this small little legs. And then we've got to cover the top now, so it's going to be a mixture of tiles and jumpers. So 1x2 jumper followed by a 2x2 jumper in the middle. We've got 1x2 jumper on the side, 1x1 plate at the top, 1x2 plate, 1x1 plate plus white mixture, 1x1 plate, 1x1 tile, and a 1x2 plate. So quite a mixture there on top of the table, but there's probably quite a few things to stick on top here. Yeah, Brandon, these sofa and this chair are quite cute. I love the pillow effect actually. Probably not very practical for putting the minifigures on, but they look really cool and slightly different from other ones that I've seen. a nice white lines as well. Right, so now we've put these on. Next we need to cover this with some more tiles actually, by the look of it. So we've got sort of overhang then on the existing table. Kind of looks like this, and 1x2 there. So there's the addition of the other tiles on top, so you've got this kind of lip now going around the table, which looks quite effective. And then on top of here we will need to stick a glass bottle, green glass bottle, coffee mug, and there's a printed newspaper tile which just says the Lego News, the greatest hero ever. Somebody saving a cat. It just goes on top of the table like that. And then bring our rug back in. We've got the two studs sitting there. We just stick the legs in like that. So that's the table and the chairs in the middle now. Now we've got to build another sort of side table over this side as well. So we take this kind of base rocket piece, the 1x2, one of these curved 1x2s in the middle, and then cover that with a couple of transparent 1x2s, and then on top of that we've got a printed tile that's got a list on it, probably some sort of Monica's list of things that she wants to do. So it's like a glass coffee table, and that just sticks into the stud there. I've added that in over there. Then we've got another sort of normal chair, not an armchair as such, but it's in sand green. So we get a 2x2, flip that over, stick a couple of 1x2 with handle pieces on. Then we stick another of these 1x2 curved edge pieces on, and then we've got some silver 1x1 rounds that we just stick into the bottom. Like so. That's kind of the base of the chair there. Then to do the next part, we take a 2x2 2x2 sand green tile, and we'll stick two 1x1 with clips on the bottom, which helps attach it. And then we've got two of these curved pieces, inverted curved tile pieces, sort of look, and then we just clip that into the handles and angle it up, so we get a sort of little armchair, not really an armchair, more just a normal chair I think. And then we can just stick that on there like that. So there's our other chair as well. And that's the end of that sort of scene, if you like. So that's the scene that we can just drop in, and we'll be able to pull it back out once we start building the rest. So now we go on to bag 10. So I'll put this on the side. And bag 10 is really going to start, like the other set, building the frame for the floor up. So there's going to be lots of plates in this one. Which did make me wonder, where did I stick? So to remember the extra bits of large pieces that were stored from last week. So I need those to cover the top. So let's open up. There's 2 bags for bag 10. Give us a large surface area, probably similar to the one we did last week. So we start with one of these large plates, and then we'll just stick some of these large bricks on, these large grey bricks on top here, like so. Then at the end we put 2x6, and the other end another long 2x plate. Excuse me. Looks like that. Then continuing these large grey bricks just around the edges, like this, and then we've got a large angle piece comes on the edge like that. I guess that's where the balcony's going to go for the outside, be my guess. Then on the inside here we just put one of these large 2x pieces, give it some structure, and then on the end of that we've got a 2x3 plate connected with one stud, and then we have a very long piece again going across like that. Then we stick a 2x3 over here and another large brick like that, followed by a 1x8 I think it is down here, and up here we put this bright blue brick like that. It's getting a bit of strength here now, so you just give it some room in the middle. That's kind of what we've got so far. So then we want to take one of these long pieces and equally long plates, stick them together like that, and then take this medium nugget plate, stick it onto the overhang. Then we have a 2x4 tile in white coming off like that, and then that connects into this middle section here like that. Then take another one of these large brown bricks and then 2x3 reddish brown, connect it on this side, so we've got a similar pattern on that side. And then we take one of these large pieces, stick a 1x2 red there, and then a 1x8 reddish brown piece, 2 studs down in the middle like that. And then flip this round. This then connects into this bit here, like so. This seems to be where the pull-out section will go. So the sofa we just built and the rug will probably go in this section here. Then we'll need to cover up some of this frame here. So we've got one of these light 4x6 plates, 2 2x4 nuggets, medium nuggets going in there, large grey plate on top here, which goes in properly, medium nugget plate here, 4x10 I think, 4x8, and then at the end of that is a 2x4, a longer 2x8 over here, and then to finish it off we put a 2x2 medium nugget there. So I'm starting to build up the flooring area here, and then to go across here we've got 7 1x4s in medium nugget, just to go across here, inside here, and continue right across here like that. So that's all covered up now. Hey Brandon, no, you go for it. You've got to catch up on what's going on in the world. So there we go. So that's that bit covered up. Now we take one of these black pieces, these 4x6s, and we'll stick 2 of these 2x8s in reddish brown coming off the side like that. And then we want 6x2 in black coming off this side, so we've got a 2 stud overhang, and then on top of that we put 2x3. Then here we cover this up with a red 1x6 tile like that. So then that connects over here to this area here, just to extend this out a bit further. And then we get two 1x6 plates and overhang them with by 3 studs, so we're like that, and then that connects on this side like that. Now we've got to make some really long pieces, so we've got the sort of extras bag over here. So 2 of these long plates here, we need to connect them together. So we start with a 1x6, then we take one of these reddish brown 1x10 plates, so you've got 2 studs overhanging either side, and then we just connect these really long black 2x plates like this, with this big huge long piece, and then we take 2 more of these reddish brown plates, just connect them either side of the existing one, so we end up with 4 studs left either side. And then that connects right at the end here, which you could probably just about see, like so. This is going to be like quite a huge area, this one. Then we take our other piece like this, and this time we've got this large yellow 2x plate. So just connect on like that, and then we have very long 1x plate and a 1x6, connect it to like that, and then that connects into here on this side. Take another long plate with one of these long plates, and similar to we did last week, we just got to pepper it with these multicoloured 2x2 round plates. It's got blue, yellow and red, and we've got some, if we can stick them in, and we leave a gap, and I'll stick them in again. Then in the gap we stick these 2x8s reddish brown in, going across like that, and then back to this model here, we connect these in here and here like that. Then we get this turntable piece, flip it over, stick a black 2x6 underneath. Then we get another long, uber long plate, stick that across like that, and get another 2x6 underneath here. Then we can flip it over, we've got something that looks like this. Then we need nice mauve lavender 2x plates, 1x6 and a 1x4 inside, and then down this side we put one of these 2x8s in reddish brown. Then we stick the sort of turntable cover on there, so we've got that, we can rotate round, and then this connects across over here like that, across the triangle piece that sticks out. And we've got that. Then we take one of these 4x6, put 2x3 at the top, another 2x3 there, and then a 1x6 underneath. So we've got this reddish brown ledge. Then we take one of these pieces, 1x2 in red, and a 2x2 in black, and then another 2x3 reddish brown. So we've got this thing here, and that connects down here just to connect these plates all together like so. Now we've got to cover up some of this side with like flooring. So we've got a 1x4 medium nugget and I did forget a 1x6 here. And then we've got 2x4. Then we have a long 4x8 piece, another one. Again a medium nugget, and then we have a 1x2 that just goes in here. 1x4, 1x2, and another 1x4, and we have this longer 1x8 there, and that caps off with a 1x2. So we've sort of covered this area up with some flooring. Then we're going to finish off covering up these flooring areas. And what I have just noticed is I've got a spare 1x2, which means I've missed the 1x2 somewhere in the previous section. It's up here, I think. Let's have a look. Just missed the 1x2 in blue underneath here. Let's give it some structure. Let's put that back in. Cool. And then we just need to finish off over here, covering all this area in the flooring now. And we've also got these extra large plates as well in the oversized bag. So first up, we'll just cover across here with the 4x8. Then we use the large plates here, go right across, and then another one here. Like that. Then this 2x8 plate goes on there, 1x4 down here, 2x2, sorry, 1x2 in there, and then we've got a 2x2 above, and then just finish off with 2x4s in here. So that looks like the surface area for our next apartment. This is of course where the rug we just built goes into. So we're going to open up bag 11, and I think that's going to build out most of this wall going down here, which would lead to obviously some bedrooms in the real program. We won't in this one, so let's get bag 11 out. Like with the other apartment, I think most of these walls are built separately and then we stick them onto this main area. But to start with, we take a 1x1 red round and we just stick that in there for some reason. So let's stick that in there. Then ignoring this, we start building out one of the walls. I'm just going to have a picture on it. So we get two 1x4s in this sort of lavender colour, stick them together, and we connect them together with a 1x2 on top, like that. Then next to those we put another set of 1x4s either side, and then underneath where we've got the overhang we stick a 2x2 corner piece coming in like that. Then on top put a couple of 1x2s, build those indents up, and then repeat the pattern again. So a couple of 1x4s in the middle here, and a couple of corner pieces coming out. Then we've got 1x2s, and a couple of 1x1s. built this wall up here. Yeah, Brandon, the Brick Talk TV does have Twitter and Instagram. It's just at Brick Talk TV for both of them, so you should be able to find us. It's the same as the channel name. Do check them out. I do put offline build photos on there as well. So for a couple of the other sets I've not built live, like Ecto 1, things like that, I'll put step by step, bag by bag pictures of. So if you're interested, do check them out. So there's the wall. So then there's a little comment in the instruction here. So when we get to the building out, this bit's going to have a picture in the middle, and it says, "Do you remember the large poster behind the TV and the famous golden mirror frame on the door?" Question mark. So just got to build the wall up again. So a couple of 1x2 bricks. Now 1x1. Same on the other side. So 1x2, 1x2, 1x1. And then we'll just hold that thought. We need to bring the stickers back in. And there's a tan panel piece here, and then on this there's a picture of Lego. So there's "Det beste ik forgot." That's the motto for Lego. So we're just gonna stick this on like that, and then that just slots in into this gap here like that. And then we'll cover that up so it's secure. So we put another 2x2 corner plate, brick, then two 1x4s, and then another corner piece like that. So there's our sort of finished wall. And then if we bring back in this main area here, we just connect that into that space there. So we've started to build the first wall. Great, welcome to following us on the other social channels. Look out for the postings. I do post quite regularly to the other social channels as well. So now we've got a door. So these are the 2-bedroom doors. So we've got 2 of these to construct. Both do the same pattern. So put the door in. We've got some 1x2 transparents on 2 rows of those. And then they're topped with a 2 1x2 this lavender colour, and then the door handle is a little gold 1x1 round. So we've got to do 2 of these, and they just sit either side of this wall we've just constructed. Let's do the other one. Same technique for this one. It's exactly the same technique actually in Joe and Chandler's flat with the glass transparent pieces above the doors. And that just goes on this side of the wall. Now we've got this look. Now we've got to do the similar thing again, so we've got to build another sort of wall separately. So we get a corner piece and we stick a 1x2 on top, another 1x2 overhanging, and then underneath we put a 1x1 like so. Then on top another corner piece and a 1x1, and then 2 1x2s, another corner piece, 1x1, same pattern over and over again. One by two, and then finish it off with a corner brick and a 1x1, like so. So we've got this kind of corner piece going on now. and then we can stick that just on the end here just to finish off this wall here. So we've got this, looks like this now, and then we need to cover the top here with some white bricks. So because this bit is slightly higher, we just put a 1x4 plate on there. Then we've got 1x2, 1x4, another 1x2, another 1x4, a longer piece here, and then we've got a corner piece just to go in like that. So it just tops off the wall there. Then we've got two of these longer pieces, and one of them is going to have a sticker on. So we've got the two sort of art and drama faces, the laughing person, the sad person. Just stick that on there. So up here, just make another corner, and then inside it we actually need a little table, so we take a telescope piece and a quarter tile, and then we just stick that in the corner. So we've got something that looks like that there in the middle at the moment. Then we take another one of these pieces, and again coming in, so it's a tight small corner over there. And then we've got two 1x2 lavender plates and a black jumper piece. And then we've got 8 jumper pieces. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we need to put 8 jumper pieces across here. This is where the windows or doors will go at some point with the windows. Ooh. So go right across here. And then at the end we've got a couple of 1x2 plates in purple that just go at the end like that. It's still June, Brandon, at the moment. Sorry, still May. It's June tomorrow, 1st of June. We'll be in later today. So next we're going to build more of this top area here. So we get 2 corner pieces and connect them with 1x2 plates. And we'll stick another 2 either side here to level it off. And then on top we put a 1x4 brick across the top, 1x1 on this side, and an inverted white brick on that side. So we've got this look, and that connects onto this corner over here to level it off. So this is kind of what we've got at the moment. And then we need to get 4 hinge pieces, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, connect all these together. And these are going to help us connect on top of these jumper plates we just put in position, so we could do the angled windows, I believe, and they hinge inward. Like so. So they're going across there. Then we take a 1x4, and then we're going to stick a window in. So we take a window frame and a glass piece, stick that on the 1x4, and get a smaller window with some glass, stick that on top, and then we've got a 2x5, 1x2x5 there. And then just top it off with some white bricks. So we've got an inverted brick and a 1x1 brick on top. Looks like that. And that goes over here where we've already got these lavender studs, and we've got this window now that sits on the side there like that. So next up we're going to, I think, do the sound system that sits either side of the TV, which is going to sit sort of in here. So put 1 by 1 on the bottom of these 1 by 3/4 and studs on the side in reddish brown, and then on the front on these studs we'll just put these 1 by 1 round tiles to make it look like speakers. Sound system, and that goes in each corner over here. And there's a reddish brown 1 by 2 tile next to those speakers on either side, and then in the middle we just put 2 reddish brown jumper tiles in the middle. So we've got this little area here building up for the sound system. I think there's 16 bags if I remember from last week, or 17 bags. So we've not got many bags left, about 5 bags, something like that. Make sure I've got all those. Yeah, right. And next up we got to put the little cabinet that goes in the corner here as well. So start off, we get one of these bricks here, which I think are fairly new. You've got studs all the way around. There's only one face that hasn't got any studs. So we take that, then we put 1 by 1 reddish brown plate on each stud on the side at the bottom. And on the front we've got a dark orange jumper, 2 studs and a 1 stud. And then we get a reddish brown piece with handles on the front. Then we get another 1 by 2 with studs on the side. Top it with a reddish brown tile, and then stick a jumper on the front with dark orange, and then a stick onto the side. Do that again for the other side. So we got this look. And on top we just stick a 2 by 6 plate, and then in the middle we've got one of these 2 by 2 rounds with a little stud on top, and then we'll stick one of these pieces on like that. So it's kind of like a, was it a record player? I'm not sure. Underneath there's a little cabinet there, and that sticks into between our speakers that we created, just in there. So now we've got this in position here. So yeah, we're going to build a TV now on top of that with a plant, and there's a little note here to say the gang watched American football on this TV during Thanksgiving to avoid helping Monica cook. Remember that. So first off we get a plant, so we've just got a white cone and our usual shoot kind of piece. Just stick that into the top, and that just goes onto one of the available studs on the side here. Now we build the TV, so we've got an inverted 2 by 2 tile, stick a 1 by 2 plate on top of that, a 1 by 2 Technic with a hole in it, and we'll just stick a Technic pin in there, and then we've got 2 of these curved step pieces to go around the back to give it the back of the TV look. And then on the front here we'll stick a sticker. So we've got a sticker here of a football game, and we'll just stick that on the front here. So watching TV, and then that sticks onto the piece we've already got. So if you look at that, we've now got the TV sat there, and you can rotate the TV in different angles depending on who wants to watch what. Then there's like this little stool thing, don't know what exactly it is, but there's a 1 by 2 with a curved green plate that goes on top, and when we flip it over we'll just put 4 reddish brown 1x1 rounds on the bottom. It's like a little footstool kind of thing, and that sits just down in front of the TV there. So that's kind of that area completed, and that's bag 11 done. So our next bag is sort of more concentrating on this space over here. We're going to do a sort of exit door kind of thing there. I think I can build a bit of a balcony up on this side for bag 12. Cool. So for bag 12 we're going to build a bit of an external wall. So if I flip our existing apartment block round, got the balcony here now, so we need to build sort of the external appearance of the apartment block. And so again we'll build this separately. Let's have a look. Right, there should be, make sure there's not two bags for 12. 13, 15. That should be all of them. Right, so somewhere in here there should be a 1x4 plate medium nugget, which there is, and then we put a 1x1 brick and a 1x4 masonry brick on top of, and then we just put a 1x1 on the overhang like that. Then we take another 1x4 masonry brick medium nugget, stick it on top, and put the 1x1 on the end like that. Same pattern again and again, just giving us the appearance of an external building wall that can cover up our sort of lavender lilac wall, which wouldn't look right if you were looking outside of the building, but it obviously looks fine internally because it's decorated. And one more row like that. So that's our external wall, and that's going to just slot on the balcony here. So it's covering up the lavender wall that was there before. And there's a little comment here that says Monica was very particular about the placement of her furniture, including this green ottoman, which has no relevance really to what you're building at the moment, but I think the green ottoman was that thing I said I don't know what it is when I was just building it at the last stage. There you go, now you know what it is. So now we're going to build more of the sort of balcony edge here. So we take a 1x3 like bluish grey, just put it on the ends, and then we'll take one of these long 1x8s like bluish grey again, go across here, and then there's a gap, leave two studs out and put a 1x3 across here. And in this gap that we've left, we take a 2x2 black jumper, stick on top a 1x2 grey jumper, then stick another 2x2 black jumper on, do the same again with a grey, then another black like so, and then on the bottom we'll stick another grey jumper into what we already created, so we end up with something that looks like this, and then we put that into the wall. So our sort of balcony wall is looking like this at the moment. Then we need two 1x4 grey, two 1x2s, should have two 1x1s with 2 studs on the side, and we need 4 1x1 blacks with clips on. We take these 1x1s with studs on the side, both of them, and we put in the 2 black clips either side facing upwards. Like that. They go either side of this black jumper piece we just made, and then that's flanked with a 1x2, another 1x2 on that side, a 1x4 and another 1x4. So we're just building this balcony wall up even further there, like that. Then we want to sort of smooth out the top of the balcony wall, so we get a couple of light bluish grey tiles, 1x1, 1x2, 1x6, and these 1x4 modified, again with another 2 black 1x1 clips, and there is a 1x2 light bluish grey. So let's take the modified 1x4 first, and we stick some black clips either end on the stud. So that was something that looks like that, and that just sticks on top of this jumper area that we've been creating. And on the ends we just smooth off these studs, put the plate on that end, and just smooth the top of the wall off like a balcony wall using these tile pieces. So we end up with something that looks like that. Then we want 2 3-length rods, and they clip on the inside of the balcony in the clips that we've put on around the jumper piece, just kind of on the inside here, a couple of rods. And then we have 2 black hot dogs, again which we use quite well in the bookstore for building the birch outside the bookstore, and these hot dogs go on these top clips just to form the railings, I guess, for like a fire escape. And then on the front we've got another 3-length rod that can connect in. I'm going to try and position the hot dog in the right place. We've kind of got something kind of looks like that, with some railings that curve over the top of the balcony. Next up we've got 1x2 green masonry brick and 1x1, so we're just going to put the 1x1 in there, masonry brick, another 1x1. Then over this side on the corner we put 2 sand green plates. Then we've got to build the full corner out here, so again a separate build for this one. So we take a 1x2 masonry brick and step up another one like a staircase. Then we take another one and we make a corner like this, and each end is a 1x1 medium nugget on the other side. Then we'll do the same, 1x2 masonry brick, one in the middle, and a couple of 1x1s, masonry brick. So this corner going on, and then just on the last bit, just one there and a 1x1 on top, so it's slightly lower on the inside, and then that connects just onto here. So again, giving you an outside appearance, sort of finishing off the sort of balcony area there. Now you want to build a bit of an internal wall, so it's all sand green and white. So we take a 1x2 plate, 1x2 brick, another 1x2 brick. Then we get some white bricks. So we've got 4 of these white bricks. That's with a plate. Again. So we've got something like that. And that just sits on the inside of the apartment over this side. And then we put a door in, so a door frame here, another green door, sand green. Then we'll stick a couple of, as usual, sort of transparent clear 1x2s, 2 rows of those, and then 2 1x2 sand greens on top, and then we've got a gold door handle again, and then we'll stick that part way in to what we've already constructed here. So on the other side it looks like that, and on the inside kind of looking like that. Then on the outside we take another door frame, but this time we put an insert of a white opaque piece like so, and on top of that we put a 1x4 masonry brick and a 1x1, and then that just sticks on the outside part here. So now you can't see that door that we just created on the inside from the outside, and on the inside it'll just show you a nice, when you open it up, it'll just be that white dead end to go into. We want to build the wall up on this side, so it's 2 1x4s in sand green, then we've got 4 in white, 2, 3, 4, then a 1x4 plate on top, and then 2 1x2 in sand green on top of that, and then we'll just stick that on the side here, so we fully sort of box that in now. Then we need to sort of cover this area up here, so we've got a 2x3 plate, 1x3 all in white, just to secure the doors into place, another 2x3, and then 2 corner pieces just to create some structural solidness around this area here. Then we have, over in the balcony, we add a cat onto the wall, so where we put the studs earlier we'll stick a ginger looking cat, and then we've got 4 telescope pieces which we'll need to connect together. So this sort of long piece like that, and then it's just, that's kind of just rested, not stuck anywhere on the balcony, so it will fall over when I lift it up. But we've kind of got this ginger cat here now, and this sort of prompt here, which I guess is a reference to an episode where they're trying to get a cat, but I'm not sure. So I don't think I've seen that episode. Or was it a pigeon? But there you go, there's a little prompt here. There you go, it tells you here. It says the poking stick that they used to check on their neighbours in the opposite building when they thought that they died. That's what that's supposed to be. And that just rests on the balcony like that. So that's the end of bag 12. Bag 13 we get Monica, and we get the Thanksgiving turkey. So we're going to start, I'll put this back, we'll start building out this space here now, so where the kitchen is, we're going to start building that out in the next stage. Which is probably the bit I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest. Right, so first off we've got to build a separate section out. So we take a tan piece like this, 1x8, and then we put a pale blue colour 1x4s on top of that, like so. And then each in the middle we have a 1x4 in grey with studs on the side, and then we put 1x2s each end in this blue colour. And on top of that we've got 1x4s in the blue colour going on, and then that is capped off with a 1x6 tile in the middle, and then two 1x1s somewhere. There's one and one more, something like that. And then look across the bottom here we've got 4 white bracket pieces that go right across the bottom. 2, 3 and one more. There we go, 4. So you've got something that looks like that. Then we take a 2x2 in red, round one. We've got 1x2 gold with a handle on, plate that goes on the back. On the front we've got a dark tan 1x2. And then across, all in the middle here, we've got some cone shaped gold pieces. Forming a chair here, so this is the bottom of the chair. So we'll flip that over, and then we take another gold handle piece and we'll stick 2 gold clip pieces. There's one, can't see the other. There it is, on the bottom of the back of the chair, and that clips on like this, like this little gold chair, and then we'll stick that like that on top of that area we just built. Then we need to build a little table, so we've got a brown 2x4 and 2 dark brown or brown telescopes for the legs. And then they go over the chair. The chair's pulled under the table like that. And then on top of this table we stick a little lamp. Like this, little mini figurehead. Then we get 2 1x8s in white, clip these onto the front studs facing up, and then we've got 2 1x4 sand green tiles on top like this. I'm not really sure what this, this is the table. So then we take that and we just stick that into this section here, so it just can be pulled out if we need to. Just need to, there you go, so that sticks in there now. So we've got a little sort of writing desk out the window. Then as we're coming down this part here, we need another door. So usual approach, lavender door frame this time with a lavender door. Top of the door has 2 rows of 1x2 transparent clear pieces. And then that's topped off with 2 lavender 1x2s plates, and then a 1x4 in white on top, and of course there's a gold door handle, and that sticks in over this side. So let's start building out across here now. So now we've sort of finished this bit here, we want 2 dark tan 1x2s. That's not that. Clip them together. It goes in here, and then we've got 1x4 medium nugget masonry print on. And we get 2 yellow jumpers, and they stick into this turntable we've got going over in the corner, like so. And then we've got larger 1x3 jumpers that go into the corner there as well. Then we've got 2 1x4 masonry bricks go in there, dark tan brick at the end, and then we've got a 1x4 sand green tile goes in there. So it's sort of kind of building out this space for the kitchen. Then we've got 1x4 lavender and a 1x1. So a bit more of the wall coming in from the front door. Then there's a bright blue tile 1x2 and a 2x2. Just put a tan colour 1x1 there, and then we've got 2 silver 1x3 tiles that go in there. Then 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Cross plate goes right in the middle there, which I guess is where the table is going to go. And then to make sure this turntable doesn't move too much, I think we put 2 of these cut off tiles in there. And over here we've got 1x1 gold piece and 2 1x2 lavender plates just to level up this wall over this side. I think that's all the pieces on this one. And start to build this up again. So 1x1 lavender, 1x4 dark tan piece. We've got a Technic brick hole with a Technic pin in, goes in there, 1x4 masonry and a 1x2 masonry at the ends. Over this side 1x4, 1x2 masonry, and on the inside we've got 1x2 and a 1x1 lavender, like that. So we're just building up this sort of corner area here now, like that. Now I'll build some of the cupboards by the look of it. So we take this 1 3/4 studs on the side, put a 1x1 on the bottom, and then we put a blue 1x2 and then a tile on top of that, and then that goes just there. Then we get a 1x3, and this time we put 3 of these pieces together like so, 3 in a row there, put 2x3 in blue, and then we've got 2x2 and a 1x2 tile just to smooth it out, and that goes over here, sort of give the appearance of some cupboards forming, kind of looking like this at the moment. Of course I forgot I haven't done Haven't actually built Monica itself yet, which I probably should have done at the start, but we'll do that in a second. A 2x4 dark tan, a 1x4 dark tan, another 2x4 in front. And in the front here we've got these light yellow bracket pieces. Then we've got some dark tan corner plates. And in the middle here we're just going to put 1x1 rounds. Let's finish off these dark tan pieces like that. And at the back we've got a 1x4 in white going right across. 2 black Erling pieces either end. Medium nugget 1x1 in the middle, and a grey 1x1 with a stud on the side after that at the back. Then in front, either side of this sort of dot we've put in the middle, we've put 2 panel pieces in dark grey, not bluish grey, and we'll put into the Erling 2 of these curved pieces either side, like so. Then we have a bracket piece which goes into the middle here, if I can do it, facing up. Dark tan 1x2 in the side here, and then in the front we've got these panel pieces again. Just 3 rows of these. Interesting to see what this is going to turn into. So we've kind of got this look now. Then on this front area here we'll put another one of these yellow bracket pieces, but then either side of that we'll put 1x2 in this blue colour, and then cover that with some tiles so it looks like this. Then on the top we've got a 1x4 dark tan, and then we've got a tap piece into that bracket piece. So this kind of forms a big massive sink. It's got 2 compartments to the sink, and then that connects into this corner piece here, like so. That's kind of what we've got going on there. Then we've got to sort of cover these sort of work surfaces and build the wall up again. So we've got a 1x4 over here in purple, and a 1x1, and there's a white 1x1 inside there, and then we've got 3 black Erling pieces. 1, 2, 3. And then we start putting a bit of a worktop on here. So we've got a 2x3, and we've got a wedge to angle into the sink. Over here we have another wedge. And we've got a 1x1 masonry brick, 1x1 lavender, 1x2 lavender, like so. You kind of just built out this sort of work area now for the kitchen, which is looking good. Then we're going to cover this up here with a 1x4 in white. Then we've got 1x4 brick in white and a 1x1. Then we get 2 1x3s just to stick it on top here. It kind of just raises the wall up a bit here. Then we take another 1x3 silver and we stick that into the Erling pieces that we had already stuck into the wall over here. Take another 2 Erding pieces and stick a dark trans sort of black clear piece in front, and top it with one of these black gold bullion pieces, and that sticks over here like a toaster oven or a microwave or something. And that completes this bag. So let me just, before I go on, go back, because we forgot to build Monica at the start and the turkey. So let's get the turkey, stick the legs on. Oh, he says as he breaks the neighbour's poking device on the balcony. So yeah, get the turkey legs. Turkey's ready to go. I'll just stick that to the side for now. And then Monica's got some printed legs. She's got an apron on because she's cooking for Thanksgiving. Smiley face on, black flicky hair, and then she's holding a whisk like this. She's in the middle of cooking Thanksgiving dinner. There's a print on the back, so she's got like a jumper on, but she's got an apron on the front as well underneath that. So we'll stick her to the side as well for now. That's the end of bag 13. Now we're on to 14, and we get to get Phoebe in this bag. I think there's two bags to this stage, and we've only got 2 more bags left after these bags. Cool. Right, so let's build Phoebe then. So she's got purple legs. This is like a pink top with paint marks on it. And she's got a nice printed face with long blonde hair. It's very long, that. Long blonde hair. Looks like that. And she's holding a paintbrush. So she's painting things in green. So she looks like that. And it says Phoebe's colourful handmade dollhouse, which accidentally burnt down. So that's what this one's going to depict. And I think we get to firstly build the dollhouse. So we get one of these pieces here. And we start with a blue panel piece to connect into there. And then we've got 2 of these bright pink panel pieces. Just go on top there. Another set of side studded pieces there. And then top that with a 2x3 tan brick on top. We've got 2 of these 1x2 round pieces in the middle, and we've got 2 1x2 dark tan wedge pieces either side to create the roof. There's the chimney in the middle, the chimney, and then you've got the roof for the doll's house. Then coming out of the chimney area, you've got 2 flames because it is burning. So you've got 2 flames like that. And that's the doll's house. That goes in positions with Phoebe. Doesn't go in the house specifically. You can position it wherever you like. Then back to the kitchen build. So now we're going to build the cooker, I think. So we get a 2x2 black piece, and we've got at the back 2 1x1s with just 1 stud on the side facing opposite directions, And then in the front we've got 1x1s with 2 studs in the side, facing front and side. So stick those together like that. Then on top you put 2 dark trans 1x2 tiles, and then on the side we've got these metallic tiles which we have 4, so just positioned on the sides to make it look like a stainless steel cooker. And then one more, so we end up with something that looks like that, and then that just connects in somehow. So then we put it on its side and we plug it in there. So you've got the dark trans areas on the front to give an idea of like an oven door, and then you've got 2 studs sticking on top there that we can use to cook on. So that's the cooker in position. Now we're building something else which I don't know what it is, but let's find out. So we get 1x3/4 and 2 studs on the side, and a Technic brick. Stick the Technic pin in the middle, and a 1x2 medium nugget on the end. Then we take a window piece and a 2x2 tile in this blue colour, and then in here we just stick that behind like that. This is kind of giving an idea of a shelf. Then we take a bracket piece in reddish brown, stick a gold 1x1 on top. Then we stick a light yellow piece on the bracket, dark blue piece, and then we have a dark red piece on top of that, and then we stick that inside here, which I guess kind of looks like some books, I guess, stacked on the side. And that's going to be like the breakfast bar, so we can connect that down here over in this side. Then on top of the breakfast bar we get a 2x4 in this blue colour, and then we want a 2x2 white jumper on top, and then a printed pizza, of course, Joey's in town, pizza box on top, and then that just connects on top of this breakfast counter there. We have a gold frying pan on the stove, just put that on. We have a printed 1x1 juice carton with a little triangle tile on top of, stick that on the counter. Then there's a little flower which seems to be growing directly next to the sink, and I think that's it. So now we're kind of building up our kitchen to look a bit like that. Cool. Then we take a 2x3 in this blue colour and a 1x2, a 1x1 on top. We're going to create a little shelf in the kitchen, I think, and that goes, which you can't see, just goes on there. And then meanwhile we'll build this wall up, so we've got a 1x1, 1x2 corner piece like that, and then over this side we've got another 1x1, another corner piece, 1x4 masonry piece, and a 1x2 masonry piece. I'm just building these areas up a little bit more. And we'll continue to do that, I think, in the next one. So we take another 1x4 masonry piece, 1x1, and a 1x2 on that side, then a 1x2 there, and again there. That's that piece. Then we've got 1x2. We have a 1x2 in black with 2 studs on the side that goes in there. 1x1 to finish that wall off. And over this side we've got 1x1 in lavender, and we've got a dark purple 1x1 with a stud on the side. We've got a little black 1x1 round stud on the end, and that connects into there. With another 1x1 in the corner. Just slowly building up this side, and then got a 1x4 masonry, 1x2, like that. And over here we've got 1x4 and 1x1. These stages are just continually building up the remaining walls. So nothing too exciting going on, but we're nearly there, I think. So far we're kind of just building these walls up, as you can see around the kitchen space. Now we're going to build a shelf unit with all different bits and bobs on it. So we start with a 2x6 there in this bluish colour. Put 1x4 brick at the back and a 1x2 in the same colour. We're going to put a 1x1 orange brick. We have a gold 1x1 round on the ends. And we have a green one in the middle, which has a clear transparent lid. So we're starting to build some bits and pieces on top of some shelves in the kitchen, so it looks like there's condiments and things in there. So let's just stick that to the side a second. Take another one, 1x4 again, and a 1x2. Same sort of thing. Put a 1x1 gold piece, metallic looking piece with a lid, light bluish grey round brick, and then we'll stick that on top of this one we just made as well. So we're starting to build a group of shelving going up. Then again another 2x6, but this time we just put two 1x6 plates on the back. A red round piece and a silver piece. Top these off with some transparent round bricks. And we'll stick that back on top of this shelf here like that. So there's our stacks of shelves, and they go behind on the wall here. Kind of looks a bit, there you go. You see the mess now going on in the kitchen, all the condiments and things. We get a 2x4, and we get 2 windows. I'll stick the glass in the floor now quickly. 1 and 2. So we just stick these on here, like so. And then we've got 2 transparent earthen bricks, which will stick into the centre point here, like that. Then we've got a couple of these tan bricks flanking it on the side, and 2 more transparent earthen bricks but facing forwards instead of upwards, and that's capped off with a 1x4 in that light colour. Then we just cover these up with these grill pieces like so. Got 2 sloped wedges coming from each side, and then we've got 1x1s just on each end. Like that. Then we get a 2x2 in this light yellow colour. Stick 2 of these inverted pieces underneath, so we've got something like that. Cap that off with 2 of these tile pieces, and then bring this back in, this window piece back in, and then we can stick that. So it's got this top area like this. Then across the back here, we just want to put a masonry 1x4 masonry brick, and then cap it off with a tan tile. So you've got something that looks like that. That then goes into our corner area where the window is. Like so. So we've now got that in the corner now, just above the sink. Now we've got to build a fridge. So 2x3 light bluish grey, and 2x3 white brick, 1x3 white brick, 1x3 plate at the back. Then in the front we've got these pieces here with the studs on the side. Put 1x3 at the back again just to build it up, and a 1x2 or 1 and a 1x3 plates. It's disappointing that these fridges don't open. It would have been cool to be able to have opened up the fridge and see some food inside. And then just on the front here we just put 1x3, 2 1x3 tiles, and then a 2x3 tile like that. Then on top of the fridge we've got this random curved piece, and we've got another flower growing on top. So just a sort of piece of mud and flower petal, and that just goes into the end of our kitchen like that. So if you're looking at it from that side now, you've got the fridge there in the kitchen. Then we've got the famous front door, so we'll get the lavender door frame and door, usual, cover the tops with 2 rows of 1x2 trans clears, top of that 2 lavender 1x2s, and then of course we need to put the gold doorknob on, and then we've got the usual spy hole picture frame. This is the last sticker to stick on. There we go. So we've got the spy hole there, and then of course that just goes right over here into the end, front entrance of the apartment. So looks like that. Then we just need to finish off the wall over here, so it's just a quick set of 1x2 bricks in lavender. That goes on the side there to finish that wall off. And on top, just to strengthen it up, we put lots of these white bricks across here, so 1x4 there. Put some more masonry bricks going across top of the kitchen. Just like that. You've got 1x4 with some studs on the side, just going on there, and just 1x1 white to go on there. Then we've got some more cupboards to stick on, and some more frying pans. So some of the frying pans clip into some of these clips we'd already stuck on. So I'm just going to clip those on, and then we'll take one of these 2x4 light yellow, 1x4 light yellow, stick that 2x4 on top and another one underneath. So this is going to do the front of some cupboards. Just put some tiles on the front and a couple of jumpers underneath, and then that goes just above the fridge like so, to make it look like there's cupboards hanging down. So we've got something that looks like that now. Pretty cool. And to finish this section off, we just need to get a 1x1 round dark red with one of these flower stems. Just stick some flowers on the ends of the stems. It's going to go on the sort of breakfast bar area near the pizza. We have a printed tile of a sailing ship, which is just going to go on the wall at the entrance, and that's the end of bag 14. So now we've kind of got the kitchen pretty much in position in the front door, famous front door. So I think in bag 15 it looks like we've got to build a bit more of a support going across here, and we build a table with the chairs round, and also build the lighting, studio sort of appearance of lighting, and even the windows. There's quite a lot to do in bag 15. It's coming to the end now. Let's put the spares away. Last bag. So first off, we're going to build a table that, chair that sits in here. I thought it was going to be a toilet by the look of it, but it's not. So you start with a 2x2 round brick, and then you stick 2 of these 1x2s with clips on onto the bottom there. Then we've kind of got this, what I would call a minty coloured green. That's why I think it looks like a toilet to me, but there you go. What do I know? Then we get 2 1x2 white handle pieces, stick together, and we connect them together with one of these other minty looking colour green pieces. Don't know exactly what the colour's called there, but it looks like peppermint to me. And then that clips to the bottom of the chair. So that's one of our chairs at the table, and that goes in there. About right. Then we've got another table, another chair. I'll keep them tables. So we start with a 1x2 with a clip. Then we need a 2x2 modified with just 2 studs on top, which we have here. That just clips on like so. Then we flip it over, and we need a 1x2 plate underneath there, and then we got 2 tan log 1x2s underneath. So there's 1, there's 2. It's kind of like the base for our chair. Then we take a 2x2 tile, and then we stick 2 1x2s with handles on either side, and then that clips into that one clip at the bottom, and then we have our second chair, and our second chair goes there. Next chair is a 2x2 round in reddish brown and sort of grooves on the side, and then we got 2 1x2s with handle pieces on the end, with this light bluish tile on top, and then the back is just one piece, like a flag piece, that clips in and angles up. So that's our third chair, and that goes about there. And our final chair, I think, is again 2x2 round, tan colour, a 1x2 with a handle on the back, and a 1x2 tan plate on the front, modified brick on top of that with just 2 studs on the front. Put that to the side a second, and then we have one of these kind of anvil masonry kind of tan bricks. Stick a 1x2 on top, and then stick 2 1x1 with clips on the top of that. Like so. Then we turn that upside down and we clip that into the handle piece. That's our second seat. These are unusual looking seats, and that goes over this side of the table. Now to build the table itself, so 4x4 round, and then on top of that we'll just stick some curved tiles just to smooth off around the edges. One more, and then in the middle we'll put a 2x2 round in the middle. So we've got something like that, and then flip it over, put it to the side, and then we get a round piece like so. We have a gold rod 1x3, pick another round piece on top, and that forms the base of our table. Clips into the middle like that, and then that just slots into the X, I guess, at the bottom. Just want to push this in a bit more because I think it won't clip in. That's it. So now we've got the table in the middle like that. Then we've got to build some extra things around the house. We get 2 of these yellow 1x2 curved bits, the sand green 1x2 on top. Then it's like a brown. There we go. One of those flower petal and a pink flower. It's just a little side table that goes in the corridor over here. Oh, nearly forgot. 2 sand green cone pieces for the legs, and that just goes in the side corridor at the top over here. You can kind of see what we've got going on at an angle now. Then we take 3 reddish brown window frames, stick them together. Like that. Then there's an inverted brick at the top, and a 1x1 brick, another 1x1 brick, and then that just sticks next to the fridge down this side. We also take a handlebar piece and stick that into the stud that we made earlier up the top here. Take a Technic pin, 1x1 Technic hole, stick that in. We have another one in white, and then we have another one in brown. And these connect up here. That final gap so that everything's level at the top here. Then we have to put some lamps in, so where we've just put the handlebar in, we take a Technic clip and stick it into this sort of lampshade piece, clip that onto the handlebar, and we do the same again, stick it on the other side. So where we've just put that small little table with the flower on, put a handlebar in, and we've got two lamps now that you can see in white just above it over here, that's standing like that. Next we need to put a frame that's going to go across from here over here. So we take 2 of these 1x1s and by 3, stick them together, take an inverted piece like that and a 1x1 on top of that to give us the full length of a post. And then we have this massive piece brick here, and then we'll just stick that going from there to there. So it's going right across here now. And then we need to tile all the top of this now. So we've got, like a modular would have a smooth tile. So it's all going to be topped with a light tan tile. So we'll start with a 1x4, which you can't see. 1x4 there, and a 1x4, another 1x4, and a 1x6. We've already got one there, so we don't need that. Have a 1x1. This goes in here. 1x6 right across here. Just cover this main beam over here up. And then we'll continue to go around this area here. So we've got 1x6. Then we want to put 2x3, another 2x3 on top, one by 2, 1x2, 1x6, and for some reason there's a little triangle angled piece here, cover that up, and there's another one over on this side. And we've got a 2x2 corner piece. So 1x2s here. By 6, just to go across there. Should be a 1x1. Another corner piece, and to finish this off, a couple of 1x4s. So that's all the tiling on top done. Now we need to do the window here, which obviously is angled in the show. So we have, start with a 1x8, and what we have is we have 12 black picture frames and 12 pieces of glass. So I just need to stick all these pieces of glass into the 12 windows. There. I think one more to go. Cool. So now we just got 3 rows of 4 here. One row, got one more to go, and then to cap that off, I'll put another 1x8 on top. So we've got the windows now ready to go, and then we take a light yellow piece like this. You just need to stick some plates on it, some tiles on it, sorry. A couple of 2x3s, angle pieces like that. That then clips on like this. And then hanging from it internally, we'll do some curtains. So the curtains are made up of these round pieces. Into 1x1. Then we have a slope wedge, cheese wedge kind of thing, and a paddle, and that faces upwards with a gold piece on. And then we have this angled piece. So that's going to be a curtain. So if we look at the window here, we'll stick that on like that. So then we need to do another one on the other side. One by one in the bottom. Paddle, cheese wedge. Gold piece and this angled piece, and then stick that on the other side of the window. So we've got the curtains like that, and then we'll slot that into those hinges that we have, and then that's why we put those pokey bits up earlier, so you can lean it, and it leans in nicely like it did in the actual TV show. So then the angled window over here is looking like that, which maybe you can see, maybe you can't, but this is angled now, so you can, it would normally be there, but now it's there. So that's a nice effect. Then we just need to put our usual sort of studio lights on. So you get 1x2 with a ball joint on top, 2x6, 2x3 tile on top, and then our usual piece like that. Do 2 of those. And then these clip on either side of the flat again, and then we'll build two of the lights again. I'm planning not to leave the set like this, so it will be converted into the existing modular I've got with Central Perk and The Big Bang Theory, and it will be going in as another level on that modular. So I'll display it like this for a short while, and then I'll take it apart again and actually integrate it into a modular like I did with Central Perk. I'll do a review of it once it's been built as well, so keep your eye out for that. And as usual, if you want to be notified about that, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll see it when it pops on the channel in the future. Also, I do like this stream if you're enjoying it, because it does help us grow the channel and get more views, which is helpful really, just so I can make more. There we go, so the lights are in position. Then this back area, which is the wardrobe, we now have to stuff it, and there's a little comment here about the wardrobe stuffed full of junk was Tidy Monica's hiding spot for all her mess. So one of them is we just take these 2x2 in tans and just cap them off with some tiles to create this sort of box effect. And we open up this little cupboard here, and we just basically just throw this stuff into the back cupboard. As the messier the better, it's more realistic then. So he says, a little fiddly with fat fingers. I suppose I could take the back off if I was that bothered. So put the boxes in, and then we have a tile with a brown tile with cones going in the bottom, like a little table effect, and that seems to just be thrown into the closet as well. There's also this spearmint minifig head, which I guess is like a lamp or something, and that's thrown into the cupboard as well to create more chaos. And that's it, so we'll just close that. Can't even close it. So that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's it, closed now. So there's a mess in the back there. We can then bring our sofa that we created earlier at the start into position over here as well, so we're nearly at the end, and then we then get to build Gladys. So meet Gladys, the ugly awful sculpture made by Phoebe that she thought was wonderful but everybody hated. So before we finish, the last build is of Gladys, so we take one of these 4x6s, put a stud in there, and we surround it with brown double cheese wedges, like so, and at the bottom, and then you get 1x1s, put 2 of them together, and then stick those into each corner of this plate. It's easy just to do in situ. It's kind of a bit of a frame going on, and then we have a 1x2 dark blue plate goes into goes into one with studs on. Stick that onto the 1x1 round. Then we have a minifigure body and a head with some hair. Hair like this, and then that sticks into this. So we end up with something that looks like that, which is interesting. And then you can position that in various places lent up against the wall. So that's the, let's put these spares out of the way. That is the completed Rachel and Monica's apartment now. See if I can just lift this up a bit closer for you guys on the camera. You can see we've got the flat. So we've got the kitchen going on over here with all the chaos that's going on. Table and chairs. We've put the sofa back in place now. We have a little balcony over this side as well with a cat and a pokey device. Slanted windows. TV and the various doors going on. So that's this apartment. What we'll do is probably position the turkey somewhere on the table, some of the characters, and then if we couple that with what we built the other week, which was the corridor which connects on this side, and then Joey and Chandler's flat apartment, which you won't get the real benefit of because it's probably too big to squeeze in here. That's kind of, well, those are the flats in their entirety, which of course you can't really see properly, but this is quite a large set to display. And as I said, I won't be displaying it like this for very long because I will be converting it and breaking it down into a modular and buying some extra bits where I need it. So that's the end of that build. That was quite fun. I've got a burning house as well, which I'll position somewhere, and all the minifigures. So we just put Monica in the kitchen. We've got Phoebe burning the place down with her dollhouse collection. Ross has a carton of milk, I think, and Rachel's there with her coffee talking to Ross. So they're all positioned now into the set. I'll just go back to the main view so you can have a look at what the set looks like. So just to show you guys what it looks like from there. So that's the flat from the side view, which looks quite good. Quite impressed with that. It's got a nice level of detail in it, and it's certainly, I think, captures the look and feel of the set from the program. So that combined with the set we've already built from last week. I think the other flat or the other apartment is more impressive than this apartment, but I feel the Joey and the Chandler flat is probably less detailed, more sparse than Rachel and Monica's one, but they're both good nonetheless, and I enjoyed the builds. So if you are a Friends fan, I probably would recommend that you go and seek this one out and give it a go. And if you're a modular builder as well, it'll be worth getting just to convert it and maybe add it to a Central Perk if you've done that, because I'll certainly be doing that myself. Reminder as well that on the channel this week we stuck another episode of our series of the theme park, so if you're interested in what we're doing with the theme park and building that out, this week we looked at the train track and what we did with that to ballast it out, so check that video out as well because that's live. As I said, next week hopefully the live stream will be returning to Sunday, back to normal for 2:30. Hopefully if it turns up we'll be doing the Daily Bugle. I'm still waiting for delivery. It was supposed to be delivered today but it's been delayed, so fingers crossed that turns up, and we'll be doing probably 2 or 3 part series week by week on building that up, because I'm not sure how big that is, because it's probably going to be quite a big build since it's over 3,000 pieces, so it's probably going to take us a few weeks to build it. If it doesn't turn up next week, we'll be doing the bouquet, so check out the schedule again, subscribe and like this video to be notified of, or subscribe to be notified of the changing in schedule. If we don't do the bouquet, I'll be doing it later in June, so you'll still get a chance to see that being built. And again, yeah, like this video to help us get more viewers. We're currently at 728, I think, which is good. It'd be great to get to 1,000 this year. So if you can spread the word, and if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, because it does help me at least build more content for you guys, as well as my day job. So enjoy the rest of your bank holiday if you're enjoying a bank holiday this week. If you've already had your bank holiday for May, then enjoy the rest of your Monday. And until next Sunday, back here again at 2:30 British summertime, and hopefully we'll be doing a Daily Bugle. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. See ya.